everybody. Okay, this case is odd and very interesting in a different way than trials usually are. Um, Usually I focus on guilt or innocence or if I believe them or how they tell the story, all those things. I've talked about it before, so I'm not going to talk about that part very much. But this case is a little different because now more and more evidence is coming out. Also, this just happened yesterday. The defendant decided to take the stand. Now, I've talked about it before, and it depends. It can either really help you or really hurt you. Depends on what you say on the stand because we have an amendment that you don't have to say anything. You don't have to try to defend yourself. And sometimes that's the best tactic because it depends on what doors in a kind of way that you open, which allows the other person to ask you questions after. So, um, okay, with all that being said, I don't think he did himself a service here because instead of saying, okay, like I have a perfect example for this. Okay, um, Karen Reed versus this guy. Okay, Karen Reed said, I did not kill John O'Keefe, right? He says, I am innocent. That's not the same thing. Um, and also, when he got in the stand, the first words out of his mouth, the very low tone, is I was framed. Um, Something I forget exactly what he said, but it boiled down to he said I was framed. Um, okay. Now, for me, if you're innocent, um, first of all, you don't have to prove, you don't have to waste your time trying to prove you're innocent. Okay? You could say, like Karen Reed said, I did not kill him. I mean, in this instance, because he supposedly unalived the reporter guy. Okay? So he could say, I did not kill him. That's not what he said. Um, and then also, the evidence of which I'm talking about is that, okay, so somehow it was caught on a camera of some sort that it was him, and he tried to wear a disguise. Only the disguise didn't work because let me tell you what the disguise was. A bright orange, like think traffic cone orange vest. And if that wasn't bad enough, then a really odd looking and shaped hat. The kind that you would point out in 10 seconds or less and say, yeah, that was him because I saw whoever wearing that hat. And if it's his, then yeah, that thing. Okay, so think about what I just said. And he was wearing those two things combined. And he was trying to be hidden with that. No. I'm sorry. I know. Okay. I know I'm not supposed to laugh. I know this is a serious matter. But I just can't get the get up out of my head. So, yeah. Um, and then I don't know. I don't know because I'm kind of conflicted here because I look at everything. I look at how you're dressed, the words you use, your body language, the whole thing. And he just seems like he's really stiff and with no emotion, kind of. That's how he reads to me. Okay. Um, not saying that he has to be hysterically crying. So that's why I'm conflicted because not everybody is going to react to that situation the same way. And I'm aware of that. But I'm saying there's a difference in over emotional and no emotion, like zero emotion. So for me, I would say have some emotion in there. Like I don't know. Maybe well, say if you're not gonna say I didn't do it, say I'm so sorry. But then I know that some people might read that as guilt too. So you're walking a very fine line here. But I don't know. But what he's doing just doesn't read as if it's gonna help him. So I don't know. Yeah, and the court starts at really odd hours for me because I'm on the East Coast and they're 3 hours behind me. So okay, say they start at 1:30, then they start at 4:30 my time, and then by the time they're done, it's really not late, but later than it would be because if it's 11 o'clock here, it's 8 o'clock there. So you know. So that's why my coverage of this case has been sporadic because the hours are so weird. So, um, but yeah, I'll keep you guys as up to date as possible. Okay. All right. Bye, guys.